I am becoming. From the moment I fell down that rabbit hole, I've been told where I must go and who I must be. I've been shrunk, stretched, scratched, and stuffed into a teapot. I've been accused of being Alice and of not being Alice. But this is my dream. I'll decide where it goes from here. Okay. Story time. My journal caught a vibe back in 2019. This was my first day of consistently writing in my journal. And I didn't know at the time, but I was at the very beginning of my season of becoming, if that's what you want to call it. I had just stepped away from my position as production director in church. And I've been on somewhat of a spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional journey. Not specifically in that order. And I remember feeling something changing, right? But I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what was happening. There was literally some sort of shift taking place in my life. And I didn't know what it was transforming into. Like that line from Alice in Wonderland, from the movie Alice. It actually came from the movie Alice. And I remember sitting down watching it one day. And she began to say those words, I've been stretched, shrunk. I completely resonated with every single word. And I was like, ooh, yuck. What the heck? Like, that was literally my life. How often had I been told who I am? How often had I been told where I should go and how I should be based off of other people's judgments and how I'm supposed to look? I had been stretched. I had been scratched. I don't even want to talk about that part. I had been made to feel like it was a problem for me to be who I wanted to be. When I would express myself in a particular way or act the way that I wanted or do what I wanted or just be who I wanted to be, I would always be made to feel like it was a problem or I was sensitive or she has things going on. Bro, I had been stretched and reshaped based off of other people's expectations and judgments of me. I didn't fall down a rabbit hole of confusion. I fell down a rabbit hole of trust. That's how I saw it. It was a rabbit hole. And even though I didn't know what to expect in that hole or what was going on in the hole, I was there, but I wasn't alone. I was with God. And I had to wholeheartedly begin to trust God. I had to put all my faith and trust in God. And that's it. That's it. And that's all. I wrote about this being my first time officially journaling because like I tried doing it on my iPad. I would save it like in my notes. If something cool would happen in a day, I would kind of like jot it down. Or if I had this, really like prophetic dream, I would like hurry up and put it in my notes and then just kind of store it away. And I said enough of that. I need to write it. I need to put it down on paper and take my time and really process my thoughts and my emotions in that moment. And just, it was a real release for me to be able to write it down and get it all out on paper, because I had been going through so much and I don't really think nobody knew what I was dealing with. Just a select few people. And even then, they didn't feel my emotions. They didn't genuinely know how I felt and what I had been dealing with at the time. So I put, at this moment, I feel as if I'm transforming into a different version of myself. That one still get me. That one still get me in my chest. It's deep going back and reading this back from 2019. Like, I feel like I've grown leaps and bounds from where I was and who I used to be. I'm no longer this person anymore. Like, it just gave me chills, you know? Like, looking back on it now and just going back and reading through it, I can hear how free I felt. I had lost weight, gained confidence. I feel so good. At this stage of my life, I'm learning to not care what people say or think of me. God, I didn't care what anybody thought of me. At one point in time, I got to the point where I was just like, F it. I don't care. I don't care what anybody has to say about me anymore. I don't care if I'm under the microscope because of my position in church. I don't care if people are coming for my spot. I don't care if anybody has something to say about the friction that my ex-husband and I was having, or my husband at the time, were having in church. I didn't care. I had the F it attitude after a while, and I'm just like, Lord, I'm tired. You know, it wasn't because I was hardened. It was because I was becoming honest and completely real with myself. Just being honest and real about the space and the place that I was in my life at that moment in time. Yeah. Anyways, my journal caught a vibe.